What mark do I deserve and why? Well, according to my daily work in ICT, I realized everything I have done and I have learned from this subject, not only in my work to develop all the weekly activities and the fair, but also individually, both in the university and at home. I was always looking for improving my own work, so I can say that a fair note for me would be an 8.5, because I haven't just worked on these subjects in the university. Actually, this subject has gone even farther beyond in my life, because of the use of the technological tools. How would I enhance my PLE in order to develop my digital teaching competence? Well, I firmly believe in the idea that you have to do something to learn it. It is not enough to see it or to listen it. In fact, I have to learn more about genuinely trying to make one than watching video tutorials. So, in my opinion, I don't have a personal environment which demand a great use of technologies. So I think it would be a good idea to attend seminaries or talks about technology applied to education, such as those made by Technonet. With this, I would acquire new ideas which could help me in my professional future as a teacher. In the same way, I believe that the best way to improve my digital teaching competence is beginning from the most important thing, meaning my family, as they are a very important part of my PLE. I think I could try to create a familiar environment which fosters the use of technologies, for example, teaching my parents some useful applications, Google Maps, Drives, teaching my brother to use some application to learn, YouTube, Photoshop, etc. Another interesting option would be carrying out a reflection exercise about the academic and personal problem situations that I have had and try to think how I would have solved them using any kind of digital tool. Okay, so my 5 people that could help me to improve my Jahzzar for my PLE are the following. First, I consider that Felipe Moreno would be a good candidate to improve my Jahzzar, because this teacher owns a blog for posting his learning diary. I believe that this blog would be useful as a reference for me to guide my students in the process of making their own blog, as it was one of the parts of the project, making a blog using the Web 2.0 tool called Blogger. Likewise, G. Vegas is another teacher that would be useful to improve my Jahzzar, because he is very concerned with the techniques of gamification, the methodology I like the most, as I reflected in my project with the Kahoot that the students had to do. This teacher could bring me many tips and ideas to increase my resources to gamify the class, not only with the Kahoot tool, but also with more resources and applications such as Brainscape or Celebrity. I think that in my Jahzzar I haven't focused myself in the way to explain the task to the student. That is why Cesar Poyatos, thanks to his website pyrox.es, could help me a lot to learn a lot of clues about making a presentation or explain something to a lot of students. As Cesar tells many experiences about the speeches he makes. About the use of technologies, a good implementation to my Jahzzar would be the 3D, in order to make the students learn more about the human body, not just with a simple toy. So the teacher Paco Montero in his blog shows a lot of projects he has done with his students, making mock-ups or using 3D technologies. It is for this reason that he would be a good point of reference to learn about 3D technologies and how I could implement them in my Jahzzar. Last but not least, I chosen Miriam Castro Huerga, who owns a website in which he gives a lot of resources about her bilingual classes to her students. I think that this is a good idea. I could have created a website for my students to help them with their project, giving them alternative tools available or FAQ sections to help them outside the classroom and everything they need. Bye!